Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's Looker Studio tutorial, I will show you how to use Blend Data, one of the most powerful features to combine multiple data sources inside Looker Studio. Whether you are a beginner or building advanced dashboards, blending helps you to match data from the different data sources. So let's get started. So in Looker Studio, right, how it is going to be happen. So it's not a enterprise or BI tool. It's just a visualization tool. So if there are tables or multiple tables are there in the single data source also, if you are trying to build the report based on the tables, so which is not possible. So I will show you how it is going to happen. So suppose you can see here, right? So currently we are in the BigQuery. So the reason is the one table. Okay, so this is the data is available here. The similar way, we have one more table like stations data. Okay, uh, yeah, this is the data. So if you are trying to create the report based on these two tables in the Looker Studio, so which is not possible, means the joinings are not possible in the Looker Studio. Either we need to go with the first option is we need to combine these two together and we can create one view in the BigQuery, and we can connect to the big that view to the Looker Studio. That is one of the option. Else, we need to combine both the tables in the Looker Studio, even though both are in the same data source or different data sources. So there is an option called data blend. So that is the option we need to create. I think this is the only two options are available in Looker Studio. Okay, the first approach is most recommended one, so which is giving the good performance and all. So if you go for the blending concept, it will be a lot of limitations. So most of the cases they will go with the first approach if the data source is coming from the single data source. Okay, that is coming from the single source. In other case, that is coming from the multiple sources. In that case, we'll go with the data blending option. Okay. So today we are discussing about the data blending. So for time being now, I'm going to show you how we are going to connect with the data blending in the single data source. Okay. So right now we are in the Looker Studio. So I open the Looker Studio and let me check the connections. Yeah, I think I already created the connection, these two connections, which is coming from the BigQuery itself. Let me show you once again. Okay, let me go to the data preview. Yeah, you can see here, right? The reason wise, the name. Yeah, let me check the other connection as well. Yeah, you can see here, right? I the fields are available. Let me go for the data preview. Reason ID, short name, and we'll check for the record count as well. Okay, if I click on refresh, it will show you. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm trying to create the report based on these two data sources. Okay, so I'm trying to create a report based on the first one. Okay, so here I'm trying to create the report. Okay, so I'm create the reporting. um, yeah, it will ask for the data source which is already available in my case. Let me start with the region first. Okay, so I will show you the difference, how it is going to happen. Okay, so yeah, let me create one the sample report here to demonstrate how it is going to happen. Let me show. It will give some better understanding. It will give better picture. Okay, so let me pull the region. Perfect. Row summary. I don't want to be any row numbers. Let me take off. Okay. So this is the first data source we created from the region. Okay. So I'm trying to create the another report from the different source. I will here I'm going to add the other data source from the resources. Okay, here I'm going to click the managed data sources. Okay, so here my connection is already available here. Yeah, so if I add, it will automatically it will pop up. Okay, so yeah, so this is the another connection I created. So I'm trying to create the report based on the this data source. Okay, by default it is taking as a session ID. Okay, so reason ID by default it is taking as a metric. Let me check the data sources. Okay, it's not, but even though still it is taking. Okay, no problem. Yeah, anyway we will do. Okay, so we will convert this into the dimension, and we will add the record count, and we will take off this session station ID. Okay, uh, let me pull this report close to the other report so that we can compare the count. Okay, so yeah, let me take the totals. Let me take off the row number. I don't want to be any row number which is giving taking additional space. Okay, so okay, you can observe here, right? The first one we created with the region, so which is giving the six records is the total. The other one, the 472 records. Okay, so let me. Okay, so I'm trying to create the another report based on these two tables trying to join. Okay, it's a blending. Okay, I'm trying to create the blend. Uh, the first one it is taking at the station. Okay, table. So in the table, I'm trying to pull what are the dimensions which is required for me. I'm adding here the name. Okay, the metric which requires row count is fine. I'm taking the another connection, the region. Okay, so in the region, I will take. Okay, the only three columns are available. Anyway, I'm going to take the count which is from the both the tables, which is almost similar. So here you can see the option, right? We have left outer join, right, and inner join full cross. Okay, so here is if you mention as a inner join, it will give the combination of the records from the both the tables. Okay, so we are going to join with the common field is region ID. Okay, we have here, you can give the blend name as the station name. Okay, so if I see, this is a repeated field region ID, so I don't want to be, it will be one time is more enough. Okay, so let me save this blending and I will close this. Now I will create the another report based on the blend. Okay, based on the blending data. Okay, so let me try to create one more report here. So this is basically which is that is coming from the data infosys. Okay, so I can take to blend. Okay, now I change it to blend. Okay, record count is dimension. Let me take region ID as, and I will take off this, and I will mention record count. Okay. Now let me add the total add well, total as well here. Yeah, and I don't want to be any row number. Okay, so currently it's showing as 463 records. So let me go to the up above. Let me arrange in the order. Okay, so three. You can see both the places. Three is common and five is common. 12 and 13. 14 is not available and 23 as well. So if you take this is the first table in our case. Okay, this is the base table and this is a secondary table. So if you take the from the 23, 50, 82, 80, 11 and 37, and if you remove the 9 from the 472 records, which is coming as a 463. So this is how it is going to be work in the blending concept. Okay, so then the blending level, what are the fields is required, we need to take it, and on top of that we can create. And reporting also, we can create the report with the multiple data sources. Okay, so there are few limitations in the the blending as well. Okay, like you can connect up to the five data sources only, so we can't connect more than that. And more few more advantages as well. Okay, so advantages of the blending in the Looker Studio is no coding is required. It's completely UA level, and the UA level we need to match the records. Sometimes it will automatically, it will pick and it will auto pull the fields, but we need to cross check. And it's a real time dashboard, so whenever the data is refreshed in the backside, it will automatically refresh based on our refresh interval. Okay, so the joins are very flexible, like how we are going to join, right? The left join, outer join, inner join, the similar way it is going to work. And coming to the limitations, previously we don't have the outer joins, only inner join is available. Okay, so only it will support only left outer join. The other joints are it's not supported, especially full outer and cross joins. But the things are changed now. I think it's working from the outer join as well. Okay, so coming to the blending side, the performance wise, it's really slow because it's combining data sets, right? So it will be very slow. And coming to the data source max, we can do up to five data sources. So we can't blend more than five data sources. So that is also one of the major challenge. And coming to the calculations, if you create some kind of calculations, it will be tricky. Sometimes it may not work. Sometimes it may break due to the blending part. And the last and worst disadvantage of the blending is, so what are the blend I created here, right? So this is useful for only for this particular report. So I can't reuse this blend for multiple reports. So that is a worst case scenario. Even we can't reuse this blend in multiple places. If you want to create the similar kind of reports by using the different data sources, for each and every report we need to create the blending. So that is one of the major disadvantage. Yeah, so that's it about how you use the blend data in Looker Studio. So if you like this tutorial, hit a like button and subscribe to the channel, and comment if you want further details. Okay, thanks for watching. Yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.